Everyone is different in their own way and comes from all different places. Each person has a past or even an unknown past, but no matter what, everyone has a story to tell. My name is Emily Louise Kiefer, and this is my family story.
And I won't cuss your city lights. If you ain't ever took a ride around and cruise right through the heart of...
Starting on my dad's side of the family, my grandpa Billy Kiefer and my grandma Betty LaHaye had 5 kids.
We may live our lives a little slower, but that don't mean I wouldn't be proud.
When Billy was just 18 years old, he was enlisted in the Army just after World War II. He was sent over to Germany to maintain the peace. If he had not gone over to Germany, he would have been sent over to Korea. The Kiefer name was only traced back as far as Philip William Kiefer. He owned a brewery in Bayern, Germany, and migrated over in the 1850s. After Philip came to the U.S., he had his son Frederick in Crete, Nebraska, where Frederick later moved his family to Rathdrum, Idaho, where they owned a small farm. Rathdrum, Idaho is a place where the majority of my dad's family still lives today.
I'll tell you now, he could buy your fancy car with $100 bills. Don't let those faded overalls fool you.
My dad's grandma Myrtle Howe's family could only be traced back so far as the 1700s, where they lived in Litchfield, Connecticut, and North Carolina.
There's a pickup truck with a tailgate down where I come from. The pine trees are singing a song of the South where I come from. That little white church is gonna have a crowd, yeah. I'm pretty damn proud of where I come from.
My dad's mom, Betty LaHaye's family, has been traced back to Frances LaHaye, who lived from 1783 to 1848, who is from Quebec, Canada. Frances LaHaye's son, whose also name was Francis LaHaye, moved from Quebec, Canada to North Dakota in the 1800s, where Betty's father, Eli LaHaye, was born. Eli LaHaye later moved his family to Rathdrum, Idaho. When Francis LaHaye moved his family from Quebec to North Dakota, he ended up changing the last letters of LaHaye to make it seem more American.
Across that old Flint rock, where I come from.
My grandma's mom, Isabel Warren's family, was also not traced back very far. The family story says that Richard Warren, who signed the Mayflower Compact, is also related to the same Warrens. After my grandma and grandpa got married, they adopted my mom in Pocatello, Idaho. They later adopted 3 more children.
There's a house that's a little run down. This city ain't never found. It's miles and miles from up.
Arthur Marin's family has been traced all the way back to Nicholas Marin's in Luxembourg. Nicholas's son soon migrated from Luxembourg to Wisconsin and soon after Montana, where he worked in the mines.
That's where we go.
My grandpa's mom, Teresa Muchev, was all the way traced back to Michael Muchev in 1877. Michael later left Croatia in 1897 and came to the U.S. Michael's family moved to the U.S. because his family and him did not want to join the army under the Emperor of Austria.
That's what I call home. Daddy built it with his own 2 hands, overlooking his grandpa's land. Now through the years a lot has changed, but driving up this gravel road I get that feeling.
My grandma Colleen Warren was born in 1931 in Butte, Montana. Being able to get a good education and a career was very important to her and her family.
A handshake and he's your friend.
great-grandpa, John Walter Samuel Warren, had a brother named Robert Franklin Warren. He had a son named Robert Penn Warren, who was a poet and a writer.
But it's the love that makes you feel so good. That's what I call home. Once I get my
People's side on my grandma's family could not be traced back very far.
the world can't touch me anymore.
The only information I could find is my grandma's great-grandfather lived in England. Later, his son Cornelius came over in 1890 to Montana to raise cattle.
Don't know a stranger, a handshake, and he's your friend. Oh, and mama, she's an angel. She holds you tight till the heartache ends. Just a place made of nails and wood, but it's the love that makes you feel